Let's start out with the situation at Gaza's hospitals, what we just laid out there, including Al-Shifa, as we were discussing. Dire and perilous. That's the description from the World Health Organization. And that's, again, where those pictures of those babies are coming from. What is the latest there right now?
Yeah, and difficult to look at. What we can tell you is on the ground and from the air right now, there are reports that the fighting has intensified. Airstrikes as well as ground fighting near many of the hospitals in Gaza. And the WHO saying that Gaza's biggest and most technically advanced facility, Al-Shifa, right now, quoting here, is not functioning as a hospital anymore after days without power, without water, without basic medical supplies there to help some of the thousands who are there and injured. We know that there is, according to these doctors, constant gunfire and bombing in the region. The IDF has denied hitting Al-Shifa and has accused Hamas, as you talked about, of embedding key infrastructure in and around that hospital and others. They say they are going to continue to root out Hamas, whether it be near these hospitals or in the dense urban centers, that this fight's going to continue.
Jay, as we mentioned, medical staff inside, specifically about these babies really sounding the alarm. Is anything being done to try to evacuate them or the many others holed up inside? Obviously, the big question is, how does that even happen if they need the type of attention around the clock, if they need to be transported somewhere else, and is there anywhere safe to go? But that was big talk over the weekend, that there was sort of these corridors opened up to do so. But is that really even helping anything or a viable option?
Yeah, and here's the thing. We've seen a lot of people moving through those corridors, most of them walking by foot 4 and 5 miles at times. As for those babies taken out of those incubators, because as you talked about earlier, no power and no oxygen supply to help those children. Look, there are more than those 36 babies that need to leave. There are critical patients there that also need to leave. There have been ambulances in the area. The problem is many of the roadways out have been bombed. They're impassable by ambulances. We know the IDF has been communicating with some of the human rights organizations, trying to figure out a way to get some of these patients, including those babies, out. To this point, though, we've seen no indication that that's happened at all.
And Jay, all this is happening, though, as thousands of Palestinians either have already evacuated this area in the north of Gaza to head down south or continue to do so sparingly. But, the southern part of the Strip also has seen a lot of bombing as well. What is the situation in terms of finding somewhere safe right now within Gaza? And are the humanitarian pauses that have been happening here and there making any difference?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag, Savannah. Look, it's less intense fighting in the south, but I don't think anyone would say that it's safe by any means. We have seen, tens of thousands daily walking through those corridors, getting to areas. But we know that there was some airstrikes yesterday near some of the camps that they are staying in, some of the shelters that are being used for those who have made the trip from the north. And we also know that during one of the humanitarian pauses for moving people through the corridors yesterday, that had to be stopped down while people were in the middle of that trip because of intense fighting as well. So it's certainly not even a safe passage at times for so many who are trying to get out of the north.
All right, Jay Gray, thank you for your continuing reporting from Tel Aviv for us.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.